Welcome to a video tutorial from Valentia Photography Workshops and me, Stephen Power. This one is about advanced sharpening techniques using the brush tool in Adobe Lightroom Classic. Hi, this is part 2 of my how to sharpen your photos in Adobe Lightroom Classic videos. In part 1, I looked at the sharpening panel in the develop module and the various sliders within that and how to zoom in on parts of your image. So it's really important, I think, that you have a look at that before getting into this one, because it's got a slightly different and more advanced technique. There's a link appearing to it above somewhere, and I've put one in the video description down below somewhere. Okay, now I'm going to use an unusual or a different tool for sharpening this time, which is the adjustment brush tool, which you'll find in this top panel here. Or hit K. The most important thing to do though before we start is to make sure that we're zoomed in. So I've gone into the navigator and clicked 1:1, so we've got 100% zoom in. Now for a portrait, the most important areas are often the eyes. So this time, instead of masking the image, we're going to brush around the area that we want to be sharp. So I've used the square brackets, which are just to the right of the P, certainly on a UK keyboard, and I'm just brushing around the eyelashes. These are the areas that in this case I want to make sharp. And then I've just painted, I left clicked and painted around the eyelashes, and then we'll come down to the sliders and just move the sharpness, and as we do it we can see them becoming more sharp. My default is about 60, so I've just typed that in. You know, this just depends on how much you want to emphasize them, but don't overemphasize them or don't over sharpen them, because you'll get this double edge ghosting thing. Let's just see if we can get that. Just to show you, it sort of just starts to break up a little bit. It's not attractive. So any over sharpening is not good. I'll put that back to about 65. This is a useful technique for doing small detailed areas. So I'm going to hold the space bar and we'll get the hand tool, and then we can move around the image and then go back. I'm going to leave this at 65 and paint over the eyebrows just to bring those out. You don't have to do them all at the same setting for the sharpening, but it works quite well. And then let's just say we want to bring out his mustache, and you can actually see that working quite well, bringing out all the little fine hairs and the detail. So that's just a simple way of getting more detail into the image. We'll leave the actual beard for now, just to show you how that works. Turn off the brush, click the image, and we've got these nicely defined eyelashes, eyebrows, and the top of his mustache. Again, you can, if you want, if you thought, well, that's a bit too strong on the mustache, go back into the brush and then look for the little grey dot, and that will show you, if you hover over it, that'll show you where you've painted previously. It might show you, as in this case, that I missed a little bit over there, so I might have to go back and just repaint that. Yeah, it's got it. So it's kind of, it's showing you where you were, but you can always take it down as well if you want. It's actually a good idea though, just to, if I reset it, do one thing at a time. Now the eyelashes may probably be, need to be the same amount. So if you've got anything that has to be identical, you don't need to do this. But in this case, I'm going to do the eyelashes at, what shall we say, 70. Then I'm just going to come up here and click new. So we get a new brush, and now I can do the eyebrows at maybe 50. But it's important to reset the brush if you want to do something at a different setting, and that applies to any of the sliders under the brush tool. Okay, so we'll come out of that. And that's it. It's just another way of sharpening using the adjustment brush tool to get very precise detail within an image. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.